what up? How's it going? Remaking Minecraft in a short amount of time is not a new concept. What is it? There we go. Much more thematically appropriate. Now, as I was saying, remaking Minecraft in a short amount of time is not a new concept whatsoever. Sam Hogan did it, Hobson did it, JDH did it, and for no reason in particular, I want to do it too. So let's set down the rules. I can only work on the project for a total of 24 hours. I'm allowing myself to look up guides, but everything in the game must be my own, so no directly copying or stealing any code. And finally, I don't know, have fun. So them's the rules. By the end of this, I want a full randomly generated world with a building and breaking system. That doesn't sound like a lot, but oh god, trust me, it is. So I'm just keeping it simple because I've learned my lesson when it comes to scope creep. First things first, I wanted to knock out some textures. Minecraft's block textures are 16 pixels by 16 pixels, but in my legally distinct, vaguely Minecraft similar original game, I decided to make the textures 8 by 8 for simplicity's sake. And I'm pretty happy with how these look. It actually has a pretty nice style to it. So now that I had some art done, I started following this tutorial by Zen42. And I know what you're thinking. No, I'm not just copying the code. In fact, I can't, because this tutorial is for Godot 3, and I'm in Godot 4.4, so I'm going to have to fully understand what's going on in the tutorial and adapt it to Godot's newer version. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the same story you've heard a million times watching everyone else remake Minecraft, so long story short, I rendered a bunch of cubes in a 16 by 16 by 64 chunk, but whoopsie doopsie, there's a ton of faces that are getting rendered that you can't even see, and that's not good. So now we only render the faces that are visible by checking what blocks are next to each other and slap on some textures, of course. Now we spawn a bunch of these chunks next to each other, changing the terrain using a simplex noise function to determine the height of each block, throw in a basic character controller that you definitely didn't just copy from one of your previous games, and finally, the ability to break blocks by shooting a raid cast out of the player's face, removing the block that it hits from the chunk data and reloading it. Oh, and it's pretty much the same process for placing blocks, but you just add a block to the chunk. And that's the end of the I've heard this a million times section. It sounds like it went by fast, but believe me, it didn't. There were so many bugs and so many problems with threading and mutexes, it took me 12 hours. But now that we have a basic voxel game up and working, I can finally add some of my own stuff to it. So the first thing I added was a little failsafe when the player is inside a block. By default, if you're inside a block, you'll just fall through the chunk and into the void. So now the game is constantly checking if the player's inside a block or not. If they are, it spawns these little hitboxes that prevent the player from moving, so their only option is to jump up out of the block. Easy fix. But you can still mine through the bottom of the world, so instead of adding a bedrock layer like a dumb, stupid, lame, dumb idiot, I made it so that the player will teleport back into the sky whenever they fall too far into the void. Now that that's out of the way, I should probably let the player place more than just cobblestone. So I made a hotbar at the bottom of the screen that you can scroll through to select your block. And now, instead of just placing cobblestone, you place whatever block you have selected. Now you can explore, mine, make a little house, but the world's looking kind of bland. I can't put my finger on what's missing. Something to do with the start of any good Minecraft world? Oh yeah! Slaver trees! I started by randomly spawning some logs around using the world seed, and I'll be honest, I was kind of tempted to just leave them like this. I mean, that'd be kind of funny, just tree asterisk. No, I decided I'd actually put in some effort, so I used this code here to spawn leaves at certain coordinates on top of the logs, and look at that! And I'm pretty proud of this. I was a little afraid that I hadn't really learned anything from the tutorial, but this definitely proves that I have. Because this is much more complicated than just using a noise function to determine the height of the blocks. And yeah, some trees are occasionally cut off by the chunk border, but every other short-term Minecraft remake has this problem, and I'm gonna be real, I can't be fucked to deal with it. So now the world looks just a little more alive, but I want something to break up the endless green ocean that is the grassy plains. So I'm gonna add... To do this, I first need to draw some more textures. I mean some sand, sandstone, and some wooden planks because I just forgot to do that earlier. And using some more noise to determine what biome to generate at what blocks, the deserts were a pretty easy addition. I also scattered in some rock piles using the same code as the leaves. And yeah, I could have made some cacti spawn in the deserts, but then I'd have to make an actual cactus texture, and I don't want to do that. Oh, and I also updated the hotbar to add the new blocks. So it's pretty much done now. Fuck. You know what? I'll deal with that after today's sponsor! Me. It's me. I'm the sponsor. Do you want to support this channel? Yes, you do. Don't deny it. I know I'm irresistibly sexy. It's just how I am. Real talk though, if you want to support what I do, consider becoming a member. If you do, you'll get your name in the outro, a portrait in a big upcoming game of mine, and a player skin in a future members game. I try to get these videos out once a month for you guys, so it'd really mean a lot. Also, I have a Discord server now. Link in the description. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Alright, so, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't fixing all that. It's got something to do with the threading, and I've got no idea where to even begin with that. But what I will do is add a restricted world mode, where instead of an infinitely generated world, it's restricted to only 8x8 chunks or 128 by 128 blocks, similar to the old Minecraft worlds, before the Infinite update. There's probably still a small chance it'll crash when it loads, but once all the chunks are loaded, I'm sure it'll be fine. Check it off the list. Band-Aid fix. So, I'm gonna be real. I didn't think I'd get this far. I mean, my entire plan was just infinite world with building and mining, but I've already been able to do quite a bit more than that. So, with about 6 hours left, I guess there's nothing left to do but to make this game absolutely horrendous.
I'm Steve.
You can now press F5 to go into third-person mode and see this beautiful player model I made. This took me a good couple hours, but damn it, it was worth it. I'm also now realizing there are multiple different world types, but there's no way to actually choose which one you want before loading in, so, yeah, we need a main menu. So I present to you and it's peak, Game of the Year 2025. I recorded a smooth panoramic shot of a random world and crunched the hell out of the footage to make the background. Then I used an online logo generator for the title and added a bunch of random splash text for flavor. And the only two buttons on the menu are for selecting which world you want to spawn in. Oh, and yeah, there's also some text at the bottom to tell you a little bit about each option. But now with the music in the main menu, the lack of any sound effects in the rest of the game is painfully noticeable, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. And after adding a few secrets here and there, that's time! Minecraft in 24 hours. So with the project done, let's see my friend's reaction to the final product.
I had way on that. Oh, shit. Dick Water bucket, release! Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. Takes a bit to load. I can see that. Oh, and I'm in the game. And already a chunk is... Okay, there we go. Great.
Yeah.
Great, that's the sound. Of course. Better than muck!
Better than muck.
Hold on. Alright. Speedrun. Okay, let's cover it. Let's cover that up. There you go. Well, hold on, wrong block. I know it probably grows, but no, this is probably how it works. All right. Well, obviously, this is Minecraft Classic.
It's Digmake,
where
actually.
You basically...
Digmake. Legally distinct. Oh, hello, Barry. Hello. Barry cameo. Okay, so since there's no real objective here, all I really want you to do is just make yourself a little house.
Okay, I'll do the classic. Hold on, I gotta find. Okay. I love the explosions. This is how we do in Digmake. Okay, classic. We're doing the classic way. Dirt house.
Are you gonna give it a green top?
With grass? Sure.
Yeah, you gotta give it a green top.
Let's give it one more. 2 more layers here. I love it. I destroyed a block. Explosion. Okay, this is the last layer, I suppose. But yeah, right at it there. Now we need a green top. Man, I sure hope nothing bad happens to my beautiful house.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
There we go.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, take a
Nice.
screenie with your house. Take a screenie. Yeah, take a screening with your house. Yeah, go to third person mode.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really all there is here. You know, it's a nice little generated world. You got 9. Well, you actually have 10 blocks to choose from. If you notice, so right, you can like hotkey from 1 to 9, right? Like, you can hotkey.
Yeah. Or just scroll.
But I also gave you the ability to hotkey to 0 for a secret block.
Ah.
So yeah, this will be the next big SMP for sure. As always, link to the games in the description if you're a masochist, as well as a link to the new Spoonzer Discord server. Go check it out if you want to chat, share your art, or get notified of my latest videos, whatever. Go check it out. So like, subscribe, comment your favorite episode of Minecraft Story Mode, and yeah, that's it. See ya.